everyone. I'm Ashley Banfield, and welcome to Legal View. We're going to begin this hour with a trove of new information in that trio of bombings in Brussels. Believe it or not, we have barely just skimmed the surface of this sprawling investigation. Senior international correspondent Clarissa Ward joins me now with all of the latest details in Brussels. And she's also joined by global affairs correspondent Elise Labott, who's following the details of the investigation in Washington. And CNN contributor and senior editor of the Daily Beast, Michael Weiss, is with us, who's also been discovering various aspects of what's developed in Europe. And we're joined by CIA director and former ambassador and current head of the Foundation for the Defense of Democracies, James Woolsey. He said the strength of the United States in reference to what happened overseas is that we have an extraordinarily successful, patriotic, integrated Muslim population who are, and I'll paraphrase here, not ghettoized like perhaps the way some countries in Europe have been treating their Muslim populations. To paraphrase even further, perhaps that being something where we may not be fearful of the same kind of cell-based attacks, organized, orchestrated attacks that we've seen in Europe. But who knows? Because the worst thing is we don't know what we don't know. I'm joined now by CNN contributor and senior editor of the Daily Beast, Michael Weiss again, and former jihadist and author, Mubin Sheikh. And we're also joined by former CIA director and former ambassador and current head of the Foundation for the Defense of Democracies, James Woolsey. So if I can, Ambassador, I'd like to go to you just to bounce off those comments that the president just made in Argentina. He has said that, you know, attacking the problem of terror is top priority. He said not only for the national security team, for the military, for the intelligence community, and for diplomats. But everybody sees this in a different light. Some saying you need to get tougher, others saying you need to get more diplomatic. How do you see it?
I think they see it in a different light because he was saying two different things. The first three-quarters of what the president said I thought was fine, articulate, talking about dealing with ISIS being our #1 priority, that we had to use force in the Middle East effectively. All that was fine. And then I think he somehow seems to have forgotten that in the days after 9/11, Mayor Giuliani, and then after him Mayor Bloomberg and Ray Kelly put together a system for operating the NYPD, and they were helped by some retirees from the CIA who understood these issues too. They put together a very effective system of surveillance, and yes, it looked more at Muslim neighborhoods than at some others, just as if the FBI was going after certain types of organized crime, they would go to more Sicilian and Italian neighborhoods rather than, say, Irish. It's just an understanding of the way things work. And what the president tried to do at the end of his remarks, by making it sound like common sense in surveillance was something hideous and awful, I find really strange. It's a straw man, and I think it undercut the very fine first three-quarters of his remarks.
So, Michael Weiss, I'd like you to weigh in on this, if you would. Malcolm Nance, who's a terrific author of a book that is very insightful on ISIS,